Welcome to the Melody Podcast. I'm your host, James Shelton, and this is episode 2, talking about music and mental health today. The relationship between music and mental health is a complex topic. Music has the power to invoke emotions, memories, and a range of psychological responses. It's a potent tool for influencing mental well being. I've got several ways in which music can impact mental health coming right up. Number 1, mood enhancement. Music has the ability to uplift and improve mood. Listening to upbeat or calming music can be a powerful way to regulate emotions. Some people use music as a form of emotional release, allowing them to express and process feelings they may find challenging. Number 2, relaxation. Slow tempo and soothing music can induce relaxation and reduce stress levels. This is often used in practices such as meditation and mindfulness. Music can influence psychological responses such as heart rate and cortisol levels, contributing to stress reduction. Number 3, self expression. Creating or performing music can serve as means of self expression, enabling individuals to convey thoughts and emotions that may be difficult to communicate verbally. Playing an instrument or singing can provide a sense of release and empowerment, offering an outlet, oh, excuse me, an outlet for pent up emotions. Number 4, community building. Shared musical experiences such as concerts or group music making can foster a sense of community and social connection, which is vital for mental well being. Music also plays a role in forming and expressing individual and collective identities, contributing to a sense of belonging. Memory and cognition. Number 5. Music has been linked to improved memory function. It is sometimes used therapeutically for individuals with disorders such as Alzheimer's disease. Engaging with music can provide a healthy distraction from negative thoughts and intrusive memories. And number 6, music therapy, a specialized form of therapy that uses music to address emotion, memory, and social needs. Trained music therapists work with individuals or groups to achieve therapeutic goals. Mindful listening to music can be incorporated into mindfulness practices, promoting awareness and focus on the present moment. The healing power of melodies. A lot of artists reflect the pain of depression through music. Fans can relate to that, which makes the song more personal and close to heart, often giving a deeper connection to the artist. The hit song Save Me by Joey Roll is the best way to describe this phenomenon. During COVID-19, country music singer Joey Roll released Save Me, and it struck the heart of millions. People can relate to this song through whatever is going on in their lives, through depression, sobering up, drugs, or whatever the case may be. Many artists have shared stories about how music has profoundly impacted and changed their lives. Here are some musicians who have spoken about the power of music in their personal journeys. Beyonce discussed how music has been a source of empowerment and self discovery. Eminem has opened up about creating and listening to music, which helped him cope with personal struggles and mental health challenges. Lady, Lady Gaga has been vocal about the therapeutic role of music in her life. Ed Sheeran expresses his emotions through singing and songwriting. Sia uses music as a coping mechanism for her depression and addiction. These artists have demonstrated the transformation and therapeutic nature of music, showcasing how it can shape lives, provide comfort, and serve as a powerful tool for self-discovery and expression. It's important to note that the impact of music on mental health can vary from person to person. While music can be a positive force, it's not a substitute for professional mental health. Additionally, some individuals may find certain types of music triggering or overwhelming, so personal preferences and sensitivity should be considered. While music can have positive effects on mental health, individual responses to music vary. What works for one person may not work for another. Additionally, music should not be seen as a substitute for professional mental health treatment when needed. If someone is struggling with mental health issues, it is advisable to seek support from mental health professionals. And while we're on that subject, I'd like to point out the suicide prevention hotline, which you can dial. You can text 988. Uh, if you know someone that needs help and don't know how to confront them, here are some tips from the suicide prevention hotline website that I found. Number one, uh, ask the question: are you thinking about killing yourself? It's not an easy question, but studies show that asking at risk individuals if they are suicidal does not increase suicides or suicidal thoughts. Keep them safe. Number two, reducing a suicidal person's access to highly lethal items or places is an important part of suicide prevention. While this is not always easy, asking if the at risk person has a plan or removing the disabling disabling the lethal weapon means can make a difference. Number three, be there. Listen carefully and learn what the individual is thinking and feeling. Research suggests acknowledging and talking about suicide may reduce rather than encourage suicidal thoughts. Number four, help them connect. Save the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline number. Call or text 988 in your phone so they're there if you need them. You can also help make a connection with a trusted individual like a family member, friend, spiritual advisor, or mental health professional. Number five, stay connected. Staying in touch after a crisis or after being discharged from care can make a difference. Studies have shown that the number of suicide deaths goes down when someone follows up with an at risk person. Now it's time for the music news of the week for January 13th. Got a lot this week. Eminem files a protective order to prevent Real Housewives stars from using Shady in their podcast title. The podcast is currently called Reasonably Shady. Okay. J. Rule announces he will release a new album this year. NWA to receive the 2024 Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Third Eye Blind are going on their fourth annual tour and bringing a band called Yellow Card with them. Godsmack's announcement that the band's latest album, Lighting Up the Sky, will likely be their final collection of the new material, but the band said never say never on making new music in the future. Uh, the People's Choice Awards airs Sunday, February 18th on NBC at 8 p.m., and the Grammys air Sunday, February 4th at 6 p.m. Uh, that's all the news I have this week. If I missed something or if you'd like to add to it, please tweet me at the Melody Pod on Twitter. For the music history for January 13th, in 1968, Johnny Cash plays two shows for inmates at Folsom Prison in California. In 1984, the BBC bans the Frankie Goes to Hollywood song Relax due to sexual content. The controversy generates tremendous interest in the song, which reaches number one in the UK the following week. And in 2022, on this day, Baby Shark becomes the first video to reach 10 billion views on YouTube. You can check out the Melodies podcast Spotify for personal playlists directed towards each episode. Search the episode name or the Melody podcast on Spotify. You can also find the playlist on the homepage of our website. These are just songs that I come up with that relate directly to the episode that I can't play in the podcast. So go check it out. Um, the Melody podcast is now streaming on all platforms, including shopmelody.com. New product launched on Sunday the 14th at shopmelody.com. We have new Valentine merch and new Melody podcast gear. Head over to shopmelody.com/melody-cares to donate for the January Cause of the Month Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. We have a little under 2 weeks left before the next pledge. Melody is working on a new website featuring the ultimate goal of being a social networking site for music. If you have suggestions on that or pledges that we should do in the future, or just comments about the show, you can hit me at the Melody Pod on Twitter or message me at shopmelody.com. Thanks for listening to the Melody Podcast. Please hit the bell, rate us 5 stars, and tell your friends about the new music podcast focusing on what music is all about. Thank you for listening.